Cliff and Chandra here. Welcome back to Not Gospel. We have a special guest today, Chris. It's going to be a fun episode. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you're new to the channel. We thank you for your subscriptions. We thank you for your comments. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you want us to talk about. This is Not Gospel.
So you're not married?
I'm not married. No ring on the finger, ladies.
I told you how this was going to... Chandra's questions.
I just noticed. Sorry,
Not
but you're like 30.
Oh, am I behind schedule?
I was wondering about that.
Joel, we talk about that with Joel. Joel's 30.
Yeah.
He's not married. He's a worship pastor or worship minister at a church. And in conservative Christian realm, if you're healthy, attractive, and competent and 30 years old or something like that, people wonder, is like, why are you still single? What's the deal?
Yeah.
They said that in conservative Christian realm, it's the same way, because once you get married, then it's like, well, when you having kids? You've been married 5 years and you haven't had kids? Oh, are you barren?
Yeah.
That's like... I mean, that's the Snoopy thing, I guess. I don't know of Christian world. So yes, you're 30, not married. Do you feel like you're behind schedule?
Oh yes, there's plenty. There's plenty of mixture of thoughts and feelings of various kinds.
At you or from you?
Oh, like I feel them internally, right?
Okay.
And whether those are explicitly like imposed or if it's in my own mind, right? Sometimes you think too much or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, and comparing yourself to others is a big deal. Expectations from friends, family, church, communities, society as some big nebulous thing. Yeah. It's a variety of things, but I'm also like very comfortable at the same time. It shifts in context. Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, you have to do what's right for you. But do you date?
Oh yeah, I am in a relationship right now for the past 3 years. Yeah.
Oh, and you're not married?
Correct. Right. Yeah.
She's just churching you right now. 3 years and you're not married.
This gets into like
what the heck?
I don't know. Like
poor child.
There's plenty to be said.
A puppy and kids by now.
Well, I got some friends. I got my two best friends. One of them's got him and his girlfriend got 2 dogs. They're doing great. And the other best friend, they got rabbits and 2 dogs. They got 2 rabbits and 2 dogs. Oh dear.
Hold up.
Yeah.
We're not even thinking about. I'm sorry, by the way, but we're not even thinking about the time frame. 3 years. This is your whole relationship's been during COVID.
Well, 2 years of it. Yeah. Which that can bring people close together, and like you get to know each other in some sense.
Good or bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, are you like about to break up with her?
During COVID? Dude.
Oh, like go out, try to go out.
Yeah, and like
we're gonna have a Skype date.
Yeah, gosh, I'm glad I did not have to experience that.
Oh, geez.
As rocky as our relationship is right now, thank you for being with me. Speaking to her.
Thank you for your physical presence.
Yeah.
I went into full conservative female mode. I'm immediately like, are you about to break up with her because you're not marrying her? Like, I just got offended.
Yeah. So, oh man, I don't want.
I apologize. No, I'm sure she has her own feelings on
she's
things.
At the church small
like she
group.
might be completely happy.
Yeah. In order to talk in more detail about this, in my personal experience,
you can bring your woman next time.
Like the
if you still have her.
Yes, yeah. She's waiting for me in the hotel. She didn't want to just wait in the car over here, so she just stayed in the hotel.
Tell her I want to know things.
Yeah. Oh, she's still learning English.
Oh.
Yeah. So her English, she feels. Yeah. So
hold on a second.
Yeah.
What's her background then, if you don't mind?
Yeah. So again, a privacy thing. She's from Venezuela.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Which has been quite an experience because I've had to explain to her about the United States, right? So like
she probably knows exactly what's going on in the United States based on what happened in Venezuela.
Yeah, she is. She's here as a refugee. I feel so disgusting saying that. Like my girlfriend's seeking asylum because it makes me feel like, oh, Chris, you're just like taking advantage of some desperate woman.
She just wants to marry you.
You're such a dirty man. Oh,
and you're like, I don't know, 3 years.
No, here. I mean, this is fun. So let me tell you. So trying to. So
I didn't. This is amazing.
Dude,
this is amazing, dude.
Being in graduate school, being graduate school while I'm teaching, I didn't have a lot of free time, so I was very focused.
Yes.
It was very important that I finished the master's degree for my certification and getting the degree. So I didn't date a lot. Also had a chronic disease that. Let me just tell you, it was kind of cuss. It was for comedic effect.
Sure.
It was a situation. Let me just say that.
Worst case scenario, we can bleep it out. and
Okay,
it'll just
sure.
be-
Yeah. That's as far as I'll go. But so I didn't. It was hard to date around when you have to wear a diaper. Okay, for a year and a half. And so finally,
I've had to do that before.
Yeah.
But not from the poo situation.
Oh,
What
okay.
happened? Did you have a surgery or what?
No, I have a gastrointestinal disease. That it took I take a specialty drug now, and so in order for going through the hoops of the insurance, we had to try all the medicines before we went to that, and so it took the whole process was a year and a half, and so yeah, I had to wear diapers.
Dude.
Bonding over diapers.
But what I'm trying to get to is that when I finally started dating, being in Memphis, there wasn't there was a variety of different types of women in that area, and none of them really jive with me. And I found her; she was educated, seemed interesting, and the date went well. I was dating a lot during that time.
Well, and she's got to be interested in what you're interested in. Like if
she
if
said
you sit down,
Yeah.
if I sat down across the table with some people, I'm thankful to the Lord that just reality. It's a blessing that I'm not in the dating game right now because I would fail. I'm so set in my own way that it'd have to be the perfect person who was like, "You're perfect just the way you are for me," and I'd be like, "You're wonderful too. Let's go." You know what I mean? Like kind of thing. So I'm so grateful that me and Katie married, family, because dating. I don't know. I have a clue. But in what you're into, you are into the study of knowledge.
Yeah.
So among other things, you're not a one
Trick pony
person, right?
Yeah. I'm a gamer.
Right, a gamer as well. See, there you go. So that's what I'm saying is like it's a special kind of person, I think, who's in oh, you're that kind of intellectual, or you could sit down and have a hour-long discussion about learning or something. You know what I'm saying? And that's
She studied engineering, geophysical engineering.
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So she was educated, which I hate saying that matters to me, right? I hate saying it makes me feel like a sense of superiority. No, it's just there's a certain threshold of ability to have a certain types of conversation.
Well, there are opposites
and functionality.
Opposites
sometimes.
do attract, but they don't attract for everybody. The opposite rule doesn't work for everybody.
And it's different dimensions by which you can be opposite or not.
Me and Katie are pretty opposite in that respect.
Yeah.
I'll sit down and talk about socioeconomic philosophy or whatever, and Katie'd be like, that's great.
Cool. That's cool, Cliff. Nice.
She has no, but the thing is, she uses her brain power all at work. She's a pharmacist. She's nonstop. It's just a mentally and emotionally taxing kind of job. And if you make a mistake, it can be super, super costly. You're talking about lives and insurances and everything else. So when she comes home, her favorite movie of all time is Dumb and Dumber.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? When in her leisure time and my favorite movie of all time is Braveheart. Those are not the same thing, but opposites totally attract in this situation. We're precisely what each other needs from my perspective. So she probably have a different thing. She probably settled, and that's fine. Up hers. I'm just kidding.
I'm a little off topic. I'm remembering your wedding. I was at your wedding.
Yeah,
that's right.
You
I
had a
was
mohawk.
there.
I
at your
did.
wedding. Sorry, we're a little off topic.
We
but
were
yeah.
in the same room together.
We were. Oh, okay. Yeah, you were there too. Oh, and I remember I was with JW, recording in the back. I had the camera.
Yes,
I don't know.
that's right.
I was
That's
a part.
funny.
I
Holy
contributed.
smokes.
I contributed.
Katie's dress was beautiful at the wedding, wasn't it?
Sorry, I was so
That
distracted
was
by the
one of the
mohawk, I forgot
prettiest
what
wedding
she
dresses.
was a knockout, wasn't she?
Oh my goodness.
In my opinion, she still is, but I'm jaded. But yeah, dude, I did not even have to fake oh, you're supposed to get emotional right now. I was like, no. She came down that aisle. I was like, it was the day of my life.
Yeah.
The most important days of my life. When I went down to the altar, came to know Jesus. When my wife came down the aisle. Most of them happen in churches and hospitals, because so my full spectrum marriage is full spectrum. All right, especially marriage with kids, because I remember how beautiful she was on the day of her wedding. It was just a freaking angelic. And then birth. It's totally different vibe.
Sorry.
There are no secrets. I was
Yeah.
inches away from the whole situation. The doctor's like, you need to back up. I thought I was going to stay at the north end. I thought I was going to hold her hand and give her ice chips and be like, you're doing great. You're doing great. And be her cheerleader. And no, I was down in there yes, come on. This is I cut the cord, the whole deal. And there are no secrets now. It's all out there. And that's pretty full spectrum human. You go from being the prettiest you're ever going to be in your whole life, looking like an angel, to
Yeah.
She was angelic when she had her babies. I'll just say that.
Well, I got sidetracked about Katie's wedding dress. I'm a girl.
Yeah.
But I want to know about your woman. And no, what I want to know is,
I feel like I'm like in a small town. This is like where the gossip starts.
This is where the gossip
Yeah.
starts.
I need that on a t-shirt.
You are the.
Yeah. It's like
I'm where the. This is where the
Yeah.
gossip starts.
Yeah.
I started it.
She asked the question. Next thing I know, everyone knows everything. We're on the, yeah.
You already signed the waivers.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly. Yeah. I didn't know this was involved. I take it back. I can't.
Chandra says, we got you for at least an hour.
Hit me with it.
No, what I wanted to know was, if she's here on refugee, is she more politically conservative?
Yeah. Awesome question. This is what I think is interesting because I've had to like explain certain things, certain trends of U.S. Dude, she has a certain spirit and attitude that is highly respectable, and it is a little more conservative, I would say. It's funny because the way she talks, which is unscripted, sounds like people on like right-wing talking points, right? And it's, to me, it's hilarious because she's just being authentic, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's
She doesn't
unscripted.
know she's not supposed to be that.
Oh yeah, and she'll say some things like, you shouldn't say that.
In Mount Vernon, there is a large family of Venezuelan.
Interesting. Okay. In Mount Vernon?
They were missionaries.
Oh, the Wolf family.
Yeah.
I
wait,
can't out them, but yes, the
But
family
they-
missionaries. What, they got like 9 kids or something? A lot.
When they saw things, like 25, 30 years ago going south in Venezuela, they got out. And they feel like America's like,
Heading in that direction.
Yeah.
Is what they're
Yeah. My girlfriend, she has, of course, all her friends from there, and so yeah, they're scared of that. When the pandemic started, and remember when the toilet paper was off the shelves and stuff?
Yeah.
She's like, she was got like almost like PTSD.
Yeah.
Of like, she was nervous about experiencing, because she left more recently, 5 years ago, and yeah, I think there's something to be said. Something I would like to say is that it's different, because I think she grew up with a better childhood development than I did, right? I did
Okay.
not. I grew up, I don't know, I don't want to do some soapbox thing or some pity story or whatever. I'm not trying to like, but I think I grew up in and out of poverty a little bit off and on.
Yeah.
I mean, I was full entrenched in poverty.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, and so
And I was in and out of
Yeah,
poverty. When we
I think it
first
was-
moved up to Kentucky for 18 months, all 5 of us lived in a 1-bedroom apartment.
right.
So it was like,
I got dropped off by the school bus. No one was home in my mom's trailer. There was a hole in the ground. And there was like a rat. I had fleas crawling up my legs. Yeah. So I don't know. That doesn't sound like riches right there.
Yeah.
But anyway, but after talking with her, like I think her childhood development was much better than mine. In general, when it comes to wealth or whatever. And it's the people who are able to leave that are the refugees. I think about the people who are in Venezuela who didn't have the means to
couldn't leave.
right? And so I feel like you're getting a certain selection of the population that are able to leave and go to the places, and I think that's
Yes.
part of the conversation. I think it's interesting. I
Well-
don't have anything to say.
Well, and again, in terms of resiliency, and it may be something your opinion of it and your perspective on it may change as you get even older. I use this as an example. I used to, when people 20-something, 30-something people used to give me advice and stuff. I was younger. I'd be like, "You moron," like you don't know. What do you know? You don't know me. But I'm 38 now, and I know I knew my wife when we got married. I was 26. I knew her, and I've said this to you before. I know I knew who she was, but I know her so much more now that when I look back at that 26-year-old, I was like, I didn't even know you. I didn't even know you, babe. Like, I married you not knowing you.
Yeah.
And I learned you over 12 years. And I feel that's the way about life. That's life in general. And so I look back at my childhood, and I was going to ask you about resiliency. Like, is there any kind of, this is going to sound weird, is there any kind of, looking back on it, sort of an attitude of gratefulness or something for what that may have created in you as a human?
Yeah, I actually was thinking about this kind of topics
Okay.
before I came here. This idea of being grateful for things.
Mhm.
So given my situation, which was untraditional and not the best at, not even like what you would think the
not cushy.
Yeah, not cushy,
sure.
and not what you want the average experience to be. For me, I won't say anything about resiliency. I don't want to come across as arrogant, but what I will say is that I was loved by so many people. You and your family are some of those people, right, man? And at friends,
well, we get paid for people we love, so that's behind the scenes. We get
paid.
Yeah.
This
We're
is
in a governmental program where if you love people,
this
is
all
paid.
scripted. Yeah. No, yeah. So
You're
I'm saying that because there are people viewing this who know you, but yeah, man, like. I think about teachers. I think about Army instructors. I think about people in church. I think about my friends and their parents who know my situation and like have some sympathy for me and just show me love, dude. Like a lot of, like if I told my story, a lot of people would say, "Oh, Chris, you did a lot, man. You had it difficult, and you really picked yourself up by your bootstraps." And I would say, yeah, I had a certain attitude, maybe a certain personality traits that helped me out. But I really do think I was loved by a lot of people, and that goes a long way. And definitely since I'm near my hometown, and I don't know who's going to see this, but man, part of me just wants to say, hey, people who helped me out, thank you so much, right? That's
awesome.
I guess I should write letters to people, just even if it's simple messages saying, hey, like you meant a lot to me, you did a lot, and I think you and your family and your brother.
Dude.
Even if it was only 3 years, maybe, right, of really interacting with each other. I mean, we work together. I think about that, and
that's right.
Yeah,
I forgot
in
about
Hazard
that.
County. Yeah, we built that deck with your father.
Yeah,
and I remember you would be like, "Hey, we pick up the woohoo or whatever."
Pick up the hoodad over there.
Yeah. Yep, that's it. That's it. Good stuff.
That's when it's when rednecks run out of words. That's what we do. I've never seen you this speechless at times.
He has the gift of gab.
Yeah. I
don't have to say much, and
I
he
drink
just
coffee this morning. I drink coffee now, and I was actually passionate to say that. Like, I don't know if I said it the best way, but yeah, like I was loved by so many people. Man,
thank you guys so much for watching Not Gospel here. Like, comment, subscribe, hit us up on all the social medias. Let us know what you think. Write a comment down on what you want us to talk about. We'd love to see your comments. We personally respond to all of them. Keep an eye out for new projects that are always in the mix. And as always, keep being awesome, because that's how God made you.